Okay, hello, you're listening to Occupy Radio London on Occupy London TV. My name is Mark, and I'm in Rome on the 1st of November. There is a massive meeting of activists from all over Europe called Agora 99, and I'm speaking to one of them. What's your name?
Jasper.
Jasper. Okay, so Jasper, tell us a little bit about Agora 99. What is it?
It's a big meeting. Actually it's a second edition of a process of meetings. It started last year in Madrid, and this time we meet again in Rome with grassroots movements from all over Europe. Well, personally I'm not really part of any big organization or anything, but there are also organizations, but besides organizations, I'm here, there are also many individuals coming just to to share their experiences from their local in their local situations and learn from other people. That's,
so how long does it go on for, and what sort of thing happens over that course of time?
Well, today it was a lot of a lot of introductions, long talks, but of course we need to get to know each other. And tomorrow will be a day of workshops with where we have more time to go into some subjects, and I will be co-organizing one of the workshops tomorrow. And
which workshop is that?
That's about we called it Geographies and Agendas of the Global Struggles. Sounds very interesting. It's about, actually we want to make a very practical meeting, just talking about building some tools, online tools, to visualize agendas and mapping projects that are going on, so that people can know where to find each other and know also about the different agendas, and can see, so that everybody can make their contribution and also can is aware of what other people are doing, and because we think something like this is missing, and it could be a good way to provide continuity in this process, because information, as you know, on the internet, it's very diffused, or it's everywhere, and it's we don't want to become a big institution or anything, but just try to make sure that everything is collected in a very open and interactive way. And we want to we want to propose this, and openly discuss it, because there are already many projects going on, and here we can learn from others.
Cool. So the workshops that last 3 days, there's workshops, or is it 2 days? I guess 2 days.
Well, it's mainly tomorrow is only workshops, and then Sunday, the last day, will be more there are some themes here, the depth, rights and democracy. That's the 3 axes they decided.
Everything's split into those 3 themes, aren't it?
Well, it's split. It's a little bit artificial, but it's more. It sounds good, but in practice, I mean, our workshop, for example, we didn't know where to put it. We just put it under democracy, but we didn't know actually where to put it. But it doesn't really matter. It's not so important. The idea of Agora 99 is that. Today you have the introductions, and then tomorrow all the specific workshops, and then the last day will be the different axes will come together and discuss see where where the outcomes of the workshops overlap, and then try to make a summary of all the outcomes, and then there will be of course another plenary session in the Sunday afternoon to close the meeting, and probably we will discuss also the follow-up of the process, where are we going, what is the next step, how do we continue the communication and the process. We will see. In general, I think the atmosphere is really nice, and there are many interesting people, and I really like to talk outside of the meetings is of course also really important. You have a chance to talk to people and exchange contacts and keep all sorts of things going. It's like little projects, and maybe later next year we will meet again, and then something grows out of it. And it goes like this. This is my experience also from the last Agora 99. Now I meet some people I met a year ago, and it's really good to get some updates and and just see what is going on, and where I can get some inspiration for doing things in my own city.
Cool.
It's nice.
Well, Jasper, good luck with your workshop. Thanks for talking to all the folks in London. Cheers.
Thanks.
Okay, so what's your name?
Oscar.
And where are you from?
Holland.
Holland, okay. So what brings you to Agora 99? Are you with an organisation or?
I'm working with Global Revolution, live streaming channel on the internet, and I'm here because I've been following the movement for 2 years, ever since it started in Spain. And I just want to keep up to date to see what's developing, what's happening.
So, I mean, have you been to all the workshops and stuff?
No. I've been seeing the workshop just a couple of minutes each one of them, and I've been trying to get a general idea, more or less, of what's being discussed.
So I suppose we're not on the third day yet. We're only on day 2. So, I mean, I don't know. What's your main take from Agora 99? What have you got something from it, or have you got a question that's from it, or?
No, I have a positive feeling about it because it's people have succeeded in bringing a lot of people here, just like last year. And I think the most important thing is that we have all these people here and we have all these connections. It's not workshops, I think, that are most important, but all the connections that are being created outside of the workshop.
The informal stuff,
yeah.
People talking and learning.
Yeah.
Just one thing, I mean, where would you like to see Agora go next, do you think?
Well, I think it's important that after 2 years in which it has been in southern countries, that it's also going to the north of Europe. I mean, we're trying to get a transnational European movement going, and it's very important to see also the reality in cities like London, for example.
Okay, so I mean, what do you think I'm trying to understand, like, for you as a person from the Netherlands and a person who's participated in Agora, like, what makes you think that, that London is a place that should host Agora? What would you hope would come out of that if that happened?
Well, London, of course, is a central node, at least in the financial world in Europe and in many other respects, also as a cultural capital. I think it's important to bring London and the UK closer to movements that are happening in Europe. To try to create this transnational thing, really.
What's your perception of movements like the movements you're involved in in mainland Europe, trying to connect with what's happening in the UK and that detachment? What's your experience of that?
We had some good experiences. People from Occupy London have been active internationally in many of the agoras. But still, I have this idea that the UK is considering itself different from Europe, and even the movements are more focused on what's happening in England or in the British Islands than they are in Europe. So, to be honest, it's pretty difficult for me to evaluate this because I haven't been to London as part of the social movement there. But that's the idea that I got from working in Spain and here in Italy and other parts of Europe.
Okay, cool. All right, nice one, man. So, what is your name?
My name is John.
Okay, John. You're from London. I know you. So yeah. I mean, we're in the second day of Agora 99 in Rome. Have you had a good day here? This is the workshop day. What's it been like for you?
I've had a fantastic day doing the workshops in the workshop.
Right, so what's been your major take? Have you, I don't know, is there a major feeling you have or a major insight you've taken away or something that's stuck in your head?
I'm majorly inspired by the high level of debate, especially amongst the Spanish comrades who are talking about the Charter of Rights.
The Charter of Rights. Can you go into a bit more detail about what that is?
They end the session on the constituent power. They were talking about the Charter of Rights. It was very interesting. I've never seen it before like that.
Okay. So can you tell me a bit more about the Charter of Rights?
Charter. Well, they're taking a leap out of the Chartists in England. It's very good.
Okay, cool. Thanks for your time, John. So, what is your name?
My name is Thomas. Thomas Occupy.
Okay, Thomas. Are you here with a group at Agora 99?
Actually, I travel here singly, but I'm here for the Blockupy Coalition.
Okay, well, many people listening will have heard of the Blockupy Coalition. Can you give us a brief outline of what is happening now and what Blockupy is doing?
14 days from now we will hold an international conference on make the decisions for the next year, because we try to change the Blockupy movement in a way of what was before a German movement with German decisions and some foreign counterparts who supporting it. We want to have at least the political decisions on an international level. So that's why we call for this European-wide conference. I mean, of course, the internationals will not make the decision on where is the camp. but a political reason is if we want to have a camp for some action or not. So that anyone should have the right of voting for it.
Okay, cool. So what have you made? What's your major take on Agora 99? What have you got out of it?
Yeah, I have seen that this meeting, I mean, any of those international meetings got its own type of people. Yeah, like 14 days ago, I was at Alta Summit in Brussels. So it's a much different story because it's mainly being held by public union people. Not all of them, but at least 2/3, I guess. Yeah. So and this Agora 99, my idea is that this is more political activist left-wing people. Yeah, and so it's always a different type of movement where you go to.
Okay, well, if people want to know more about Blockupy, what's the website that they go to?
The website is blockupy-frankfurt.org.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Yes, welcome.
Hello, what is your name?
I'm Kawaii.
Okay, and so where are you from? And have you got any affiliations, or are you just here as a person?
I'm just a person. I'm originally from Hong Kong, but I live in London now.
Okay, cool. So you've been at Agora 99 for the whole time, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. What's your take on it? Have you had a good experience? Have you had a confusing experience? What are your thoughts on it?
I would say very good experience. I enjoy a lot because I really like the organization of this event, Agora conference. It's really well organized, and I think most of the meeting, the workshop is being organized in a very intellectual way, which I think is an important way to.
Can you compare the organisation that you like here to say a type of meeting or a conference or whatever that is not that you don't like so much? Like what is it about Agora 99 that you find so well organised or so substantive in the workshops?
What I like it. You mean what I like it about?
Yeah, I mean there's probably other conferences you've been to that maybe you didn't like so much. So what is it about Agora 99 and how it's organised that you think is really good?
It's been, I think to me, it's been organised in a very intellectual way, and there's been a lot of people speaking in terms of some really profound research. For example, the one that I've been to in the first day, which was about the technopolitics.
Yeah, it's technopolitics and something like social media and net democracy or something like that.
Yeah. And so there were people from Madrid, from Barcelona, who was presenting the research that they have done about how people use the networks and the network social networks, Twitters and stuff, and to mobilize people, especially when they started the 15M movement in Spain. So I think this kind of intellectual research work is very important because it can give people some proper terms, language, to carry on this kind of discussion and bring it to the normal, ordinary people, so that it inspires people, not just the activists but also ordinary mass public. I think that's important in this way. So this is something I really enjoyed about Agora. As I have said, it's been very much based on intellectual sharing.
Cool. All right, Kawaii, thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.